Hola from the west side. It's me, DC the Purple Diva, and it is time for Not So Random Chat. So go grab your coffee, your tea, or whatever your libation is tonight, and let's start to talk about whatever we want to. I'll be right with you guys. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hola from the west side. I hope you guys can hear me because I am on my beat tonight and I am not at my computer. So I am checking. So if you can hear me, hey JV, if you can hear me, press a one. I just want to make sure I can be heard. That I can be heard in the chat. Let me just see what's going on. I need to put my phone on. Do not disturb. I'm on the phone. Okay, so okay, I think you can hear me. Yeah, because I did come over to the computer. So anyway, happy Wednesday, y'all. Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody is having a wonderful night. And what it is, I think what it is that I cannot see whether I'm on. Now it looks like it's silent. Let's see. I don't know. Can you guys hear me? Okay. All right. You guys can hear me. I'm just like freaking out because I'm normally sitting in front of a microphone, but I'm wireless tonight because I don't know. I decided I just feel like sitting in that daggone chair in my normal location. So tonight I am sitting on the sofa, chilling. Hey, 1SP. Happy Wednesday. So if you have not seen the latest upload, I have to tell you that I was very, very proud of this one, even though it took me forever to get it up. Yeah. Um, my phone died in the middle of doing the editing, and I like almost lost my stuff. But thankfully, I didn't. But the blog that I uploaded today was a Black History Month spotlight on the sit-ins of 1960. And when you look at that one, I have to say shout out to my dad for giving me access to a photo from the time that was taken of him as the president of the student body of Morehouse College in relation to him. And it just gave me a lot of pride, that I was able to include my dad in that without, saying his name and having some crazy person dox him. You know what I mean? Which is sad. An 82-year-old man, but y'all crazy folks have been calling 70 and 80-year-old folks and doxing them. So, not my daddy. No, sir. And, you know, but I was able to show him. I was able to talk about that bit of history. And in doing this project, I actually learned a lot more than I knew about the sit-ins, that it was happening at HBCU. I didn't necessarily see any mention of any PWIs in relation to the sit-ins of 1960, which I wouldn't expect. But because of the New Orleans sit-ins, in that particular set of pickets and sit-ins, it was blacks and whites in New Orleans. Hey, Ms. Mahogany, how are you? Yes, tonight I am on my beat, so I know I sound a little like I'm in a tunnel, you guys, so excuse that. I know that's not my normal, but I just could not sit at the computer today. I couldn't do it. So we are mobile on the phone. That's how we're doing it tonight. But I have my music. And shouts out to my goddaughter who is working on more music for me, so that I have more music, not necessarily for the live stream, but that I have more music choices for my vlogs and for my Coffee Talk series, which started this weekend. And I'm already working on the next Coffee Talk. Actually, I'm working on two. I just haven't made up my mind which one is going to be the next one. I don't know if I'm going to do one in regards to the love-hate relationship that Black women have with our hair, or if I'm going to do one on colorism for the Coffee Talk series. See what you guys are saying. Because tonight, although I haven't seen, I do have my actual YouTube up on my laptop, so it's like I flipped it this time. Normally, I have the YouTube on my phone, and I am in StreamYard on the laptop. But today, I decided we're going to do StreamYard from my phone, and we are going to, have the video playing on the laptop. I think that'll work too. I don't have to actually be sitting in there, and then when it's over, I'll just stop it. But I'm actually hoping that I get a lot of people to look at the sit-ins, mainly because I haven't seen a whole lot of focus on the sit-ins. I don't even, think a lot of people, think about the fact that the sit-ins in 1960, that was college students, that was young African Americans, baby boomers, so to speak. Those who had been born in, the 30s and the 40s, who were out there in these sit-ins. Let's see if you guys. I know, Miss Mahogany, girl. I was editing that. Log. That thing was an all-day project for me. I swear it was. You would think that you're doing something that is just 10 minutes. That Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I belched. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. You think if you're doing something that's a 10-minute project, you wouldn't think it would take hours, but it literally takes hours to do that because you do the research. Um, and I don't know about other content creators, but when I'm doing something like what I was doing today, I had, with the voiceover, I had everything written down. I had stuff written down so that I would mess up, number one, and number two, so I wouldn't leave any important information out because I thought it was really good that, for the most part, with um, the with all three events, we had names of individuals who were involved with those situations. Now I knew a lot more about the Atlanta sit-in than I knew about the Greensboro Four or about the Core Four in New Orleans because my father was part of the Atlanta sit-in, and he had told us stuff about it, and it was interesting. And this is not something that I put in the video, but when I was doing my research, what I saw was is that it portrayed the schools, the presidents of HBCUs in Atlanta, as not being behind the students in this protest that they were doing. And maybe that's what they said publicly, but privately they were behind the kids because my dad told me that the president of Morehouse College, then it's a university now, came to him as the student body president after the Greensboro Four and said to him directly, so now what are y'all going to do? Because Atlanta was the central, focus in regards to everything. And so even though the four gentlemen had the protest in Greensboro, what happened in Atlanta had far more reaching effects. And then what happened in New Orleans a few months later, it took 2 years, y'all, 2 years in New Orleans to get the desegregation. Everybody else that did these protests and these sit-ins, they were able to get their lunch counters desegregated in months. But New Orleans, they had no ordinances, you guys, had no ordinances in regards to segregation. Took 2 years, and it had to go to the freaking Supreme Court. But are you surprised? Are you surprised? Oh yeah, no. Oh yes, Mr. Hoggy. I know about Jovi being her 15 minutes of fame got stretched. You know. Thank you, Neo. Neo got all bothered and put out there, so now everybody's paying attention to Miss Jovi. Good for her. And I hope she gets a whole lot of subscribers out of this and a whole lot of views. I do. I was happy. I watched the replay, so I know she said even Jason Lee mentioned her, but some of the people were being shady. Some of the people were being shady, and they just said she was a YouTuber, even though they knew who she was. But that's okay because that's not the first time that she's made, the major vlog. And Neil, boy, you're a messy somebody. Anyway, and the last time she got, remember the last time Erica Mina tagged her when before her and Safari got married. Erica, girl, you should have listened to Josie. Because Safari is trash. And now he's whining on social media. You know, Leo tried to be namaste yesterday. Now, Leo, Jovi just said who you are. And he didn't like it, y'all. He didn't like it. I saw that. I saw that, Miss Mahogany. I saw that when I was watching the replay. Of course, I didn't see some of their comments because I guess they got zapped. I guess they got zapped. So their comments got zapped. So whatever they said that was disrespectful, I ain't see it. But here's the thing. Neo set this whole stage in motion. He did not mention Goldie, not just one time, not twice, not even three times. This fool was so unbothered, in quotation marks, that he mentioned her 8 times. You know, so thankfully, our Jovi has quality content, and so this is going to do nothing but be better for her. You know, today was crazy. She was trending. I'm happy for the girl. Good. Maybe YouTube will treat her better. Treatment girl Jovi better. But I thought that was so funny. But nobody's surprised about Erica and Safari. Sorry, not sorry. You know, this is who he is. This is he's talented. You know, and everything. I mean, we know that he did a lot of the stuff for Nikki back in the day, as far as the music and everything. We know that. But now, what have you done lately, Mr. Safari? Except, you know, get this girl. You mad because people keep saying your child looks like Rich Dollars? Boy, you know that ain't Rich's baby. You know that's not Rich's baby. You know that's your baby. You know that. So I don't even understand. But he's weak. He's weak, and he's all in his feelings. All in his feelings. And Erica, well, y'all know how she is. She will say things to emasculate a man when she done. She's done it before. So, you know, I remember when she was on Love and Hip Hop, he knew what he was getting. So, but the thing is, when she's talking about that the marriage is the worst mistake of his life. So now, you got this girl tripping too, but she only tripped enough just to get at him. This is you guys are saying. Yeah, she only tripped enough to get at him. That's all she did. That's all she did. She other than that, she's she's unbothered. You know, she's born around that same time of year as my son, and I'm telling you, they are just they can be not nice people. My son is the sweetest person in the world until he's not. You know, they not nice people. And then, the Neil situation. Well, let's just let's just think about this. What Joby said was right. His current wife should be very careful because a year ago, this who was about to divorce her and didn't even have the courtesy to tell her. She found out like the rest of us. But then, you know, this thing happened and suddenly he reevaluated his life and decided that he was going to stay with his wife. And then he impregnated her. You know, while we're still remembering Moneta, his, you know, two first two children's mother who had her tubes tied because you didn't want no more kids. Right, Neil? You didn't want no more kids. You didn't want any more kids, did you, Neil? Meanwhile, 3 kids later, you mad because a YouTuber who don't even know you, as you said, sir, made some observations. You live your life in the public eye. It is what it is. We all know the story. We all know that you were straight trash. Namaste. We all know you're straight trash. So, I laughed at him being Miss because that part was so unleaper like of him. Usually they really are unbothered. Therefore they keep moving. So I wonder, is he really maybe he's not really, as namaste as he wants us to believe. He's trash. He's trash. Safari is trash. Let me drink some water, you guys. I was eating something with pepper, and it keeps feeling like I want to sneeze, but then the sneeze won't come out. It's crazy. And it's trying to make me cough, sneeze, cough, because it doesn't know which way it's gonna go. Crazy. But yeah, no, uh, Neo, dude, just stay over there in your corner. Don't say anything else. That's what you can do, and then we'll forget about you and your shenanigans for another couple of years. You know, but dude, for somebody who didn't want to have any more kids, you sure are showing us the opposite, sir. He's very much bothered, Miss Mahogany. He's very much bothered. And here's the thing: I don't think that the ex. I think she just had her tooth tied. So I don't. If he's marrying somebody, her fiance is somebody who got some money. They can untie those suckers, and she can have another baby. She wants to. Now if she doesn't want to have any more kids, well, more power to her. You know, but unless she had all of her female parts taken out, she can still have kids. They just it costs something to untie them. You know, I was so mad when she did that stuff, y'all. That whole situation that upset me when she did that for that man. Man, that upset me. You know, but she's moved on. You know, so I guess we should move on to. you know, I guess we should just move on to let it go. But also, I'm happy for my girl Jovi. You, you know, and she was trending today. Y'all know that I have a very special place in my heart for Miss Jovi because Miss Jovi is the one who talked me into doing my YouTube channel. And we monetize over here these days, and I'm putting out quality content. You know, so that's all that I need to be doing, and just doing my thing. And one day too, I'll be trending, but hopefully in regards to autism and not, you know, some crazy celebrity coming after me because of something I said about them. Wow, Neil need to go sit down. He just does. He just needs to go sit down. But did you guys hear about that the other YouTuber in I believe in the level up sector who went to jail for scamming someone out of $21,000, and now that there's extra cases coming at him, woo! All you scammers, all you guys who are out there scamming, you know, charging crazy amounts for life coaching and consulting. Y'all know you know who you are. Y'all know who you are. Stop that stuff. So you're gonna be going to jail like Miss Michaela Pink, YouTuber. Now it's still alleged, for the court of law that she did it, but apparently another YouTuber who I follow um has been coaching the person who is the one that this woman scammed out of $21,000. See, you guys, that is the problem with some of these women in the level up, quote unquote, sector, telling you guys about leveling up and everything. I might do a coffee talk about because this is just crazy. Apparently she wasn't living the level up life that she claimed to be living, or you know, she was using the money that she was getting from you guys for her level up life. Now, I don't know anything about Homegirl's courses that she had out there. I certainly wasn't going to be taking any of them. Um, but she has a bunch of courses out there. You know, each one is, most of them I think are a minimum of $100. She could make a lot of money off of them little courses because I'm sure there's some, you know, poor fool out there who's going to pay for those courses. You know, I'm sure. But yes, she is, and her mugshot is just floating all over YouTube. You know, everyone, everyone has picked up that story. You know, I mean, when a content creator on here starts to go down in flames because of, you know, antics, everybody else is there to watch the party. They're there for it. They're there to watch it. Oh, the divestment community. Okay, so there was somebody from probably from CK's camp, and now I watched some of the stuff with the pink pill, and and all of her stuff about divestment and everything. I am not part of the divestment community. I'm sorry. I like black men. I love black men. I'm not, you know, I'm well aware of the fact that, you know, I could get someone who is not. I choose not to. So, but I do listen to some of the things. But for me, you guys keep in mind, I'm older than these women, so I'm not their audience, and I'm certainly not taking any advice from them. I'm not their audience, but I do listen to some of the things they say. Some of them have some valid points in certain situations. And it just depends on, what you're for. You know, from what I can see, and this is just from what I can see, I don't know how she was speaking in the past, but it seems that currently the pink pill is, in talking about divestment, is not necessarily, you know, saying for women, to just say goodbye, other than just to explore all of their options. It's not necessarily about bashing black men. That's what I see currently. Now, what she was talking about 5, 6 years ago, who knows? I wasn't there. Um, I know that she has been on the platform for quite some time, and I know that her and you know, Shira Seven and some of these other ones, have been doing some collaborations. But, oh, did you guys notice how they did a collab with Tanya TKO and then they then they stopped collabing with her? Like, I don't know. That was kind of cold. But I like Tanya, but sometimes you know she has some tendencies. You know, she just sometimes comes across as a pygmeisha who doesn't know that they're a pygmeisha. But hey, that's just my opinion. Sometimes she comes across that way, not all the time, you know. And I can say for the most part, she has been authentic in what I have seen, but I think that her audience is not necessarily the same audience as Shira or the Pink Pill. I just don't think so. You know, she's trying to do some stuff about getting women with um, black men who are not necessarily ADO, like, from the Caribbean or from the continent. That's what she's on. So she's not even on the same tip as those other ladies from that perspective, But I, I don't understand. I don't understand people who come to YouTube for relationship advice. I don't understand it. From people who may or may not be licensed to give said advice. you know, I'm just saying. This is, oh, that woman was tripping though. She tried to say I wasn't. She's tripping. Yeah. I'm not part of the divestment community. I know some women who are part of the divestment community. I follow some channels that are part of the divestment community. But that's not. I'm not here for that. Um, I'm here to talk from the perspective of an older woman on whatever I freaking feel talking about. That's the whole point of me developing the Coffee Talk series because that is where I'm not going to be talking about, you know, autism probably. That's just going to be my commentary on some of the things that are either on YouTube or just things that are just in the world. Like the first one that I did about the high value and high earning, I had to do that. I mean, because it's just so irking to me. It's so irking to me that our people are so confused on knowing the difference between high value and high earning, and knowing that you can be high earning and still be dusty as hell and not high value at all. The two are not synonymous. The two are not synonymous. But yeah, I think Tanya is. I don't even know if she's even come back to California. Even thought about coming back to California. I think she's been stuck in New York doing this entire pandemic. So I guess she's making the best of that. But I think he's camping out at her at some with family on the East Coast. She seems to be doing well, with whatever she's doing. But I just found it was interesting to see all the different people who were talking about this young lady, um, who's now in jail, unless she's been able to post bail. you know. And I mean, I never even watched Homegirl's channel. I mean, I just, I just, I'm not, I'm not that girl, because I'm a fully grown woman. I'm not going to be watching. I don't need someone to teach me how to be a feminine woman, and I'm not confused about just because I'm black and just because I don't always speak soft and sexy, that does not negate from my femininity whatsoever. You know what I mean? That's not at all. Hey, are we okay? All right. Okay, I'm just making sure we okay over there. You know, but hey, to each his own. I hear that there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in the background that may or may not be true in regards to another YouTuber. I don't know if it's hateration going on or if these allegations are true. You know, but said YouTuber is said to be a deadbeat dad. And I've seen things to the effect that you know he too has done some shady activities in regards to his alleged, his consulting or whatever, charging crazy prices. Like, uh, get the out of here with that. I mean, I just don't understand it, and I don't know who's paying these people this crazy money. You know, I maybe because they see these people doing doing all of these, conferences and everything, and people will go to them and pay them all this money, and so they're trying to do these online courses that people get. And that's great, but you gotta have a track record. You gotta have a credential. You can't just be Joe Schmo off the street who decided that today I want to be a consultant. you know, and just because you're doing something on YouTube, if you're not licensed to do it, this is YouTube. You're strictly doing it for entertainment. No one could possibly be taking you serious. And if they are, shame on them. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I figured she was. She's in New York with family, but I know she's hating the fact that she's there and not free to do what she likes to do. Is just kind of be a nomad, but can't be a nomad during this situation. In this situation, you got to stay your behind stationary pretty much. You do. Um, which one? Oh yeah, David's behind me making all that noise, y'all. But the one, no, the one who was talking about, who really was given the most information in regards to what was going on with this Michaela Pink, is it's this channel called The Whistleblower, And that's exactly what she does. Apparently, prior to being on YouTube, that's what she used to do for a living. She used to work with agencies, I guess, in the state of New York, because that's where she is. And that's where she's from, because you can tell by her accent. She's got a heavy New York accent. So that's who was talking. That's who I heard give a lot of information. And she's the one who said that the person who is suing this person, the other content creator, is one of her clients now. But she's like, I'm not coming on here begging people for money. Um, she, she's a monetized channel, but she's disabled her cash out. She says, and that's so crazy to me. I'm I'm a monetized channel too, but I'm not going to come on here and just beg people to send super chats and stuff like that. That's tacky. That is so tacky. But I know that there are YouTubers that do that. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything until I see some super chats, until I get those likes up. Y'all gonna get those likes up, you know, you know why? If you've got good content, you will start to get super chats. You will start to get people to come in your live and do those things. That stuff will happen when if you have membership. You get people to be members on your channel. Because I'm going to open up membership, and hopefully, you know, that will have people that support. But no, we're not going to get on here and beg people. If your channel is going to grow, let it grow organically. If it's gonna blow up, it's gonna blow up. But you're not gonna force that situation, and it's just, yeah, it's just tacky. It's just tacky to do that. You know. But it's so funny because I can hear myself. You guys can't hear it, but I can hear myself on the laptop. In my studio, in the other room, because I have the show playing on there. Because hey, I give all of my own videos a view. I'm trying to think. I can't think of anyone. No, there's one that I think I still haven't watched, and I keep forgetting to watch it. And it's getting old now, so I better go back and watch it soon. But yeah, I watch all of my own videos, and I'm always in my own live, because that's kind of sucky if you're not even in your own bag on live. So even though I'm on my phone doing the live, I have my laptop, I have my YouTube open, and I'm actually in the live on there, even though I'm not sitting at the laptop. But y'all, it's just been some of these folk. I'm telling you, you gotta be careful who you listen to on this platform. And if you're coming on this platform and you know have someone giving you advice, and it's not even their field of expertise, they just decided their field of expertise on YouTube. I can't. you know, I can't. I can't with these folks. You know, I mean, if this girl, they got her on a bunch of charges. I mean, they've been showing her her sheets. her arrest sheet all over YouTube. So she's got a bunch of charges on her. They're stacked, you know, and it just depends on how much they can prove. But um, it doesn't even matter. She has lost all credibility on this platform. You know, when she come back, she's gonna probably have lost a lot of subscribers. Then I don't know, cause you know that other girl faked her own death, and she came back. So you know, and she apparently didn't lose any subscribers. Oh, you guys, I'm sorry, I'm laughing because neither one of these situations is funny. I'm just, it's just so crazy that in the middle of all this stuff that is going on in the world, you know, however, now things are starting to open back up. You know, people are starting to, you know, they're starting to feel comfortable because that quote unquote vaccine is out there, and they just gave the okay for the Johnson and Johnson one shot one. You already know my dad's been trying to talk daughters, me and my sister, into taking um, one of these vaccines. I don't know. My sister, you know, got the milder version of it. But you know, I don't think she got the variation. I don't think she got the variation of it. So I don't know. I that whole situation with these vaccines is just I really have to pray about it, you know. But my father has gotten it, no issues with him. His wife got it, no issues with her. Her mother got it, no issue with her, you know. But they're all over the age of 65. So what can I say? You know, it was because my dad is a frontline worker and because he is older, even though he's in, I mean, absolutely great health. I mean, great health. It's like, you know, my dad ain't your regular 82-year-old man. And if you guys look at the when you guys look at Block 65, um, in that blog there is a recent picture of my dad because you know I showed recent pictures of some of the people, and you know in that picture my dad was it was in the last few years, you know, so my dad was already close to 80 in that picture, but my dad don't even doesn't even look like he's in his 70s and he's in his 80s. He looks like he's in his 60s. You know, it's like people, you know, they don't realize that that's my father. Now, my dad was young when I was born, but he was out of college. Okay? He was out of college and he was in medical school. You know, he was still in college a few years before I was born, hence his involvement in the Atlanta sit-in. So, you know, but I was concerned about my dad doing the vaccine but it wasn't my decision, it was his. And it was the best thing for him. Yeah, that other woman who did fake her. Yeah, I remember. But last year, yeah, that was last year. And you know that girl, she be all over. I mean, she still got her stuff going on here. She still got her stuff going on Instagram. You know, I think she's like at somewhere around 60, 70,000 subs. So I guess you know came back to YouTube because she, you know, these people do they use this is their job. I mean, if you're a content creator, YouTube is a job. It's just not necessarily your full time job if you have a full time job or you know, it's a part of the thing you do. You know, for me, it's my plan is for it to be another stream of income. That's it. Not to be my sole stream of income. Hey, Miss Pamela, how are you? But yeah, I listened to Jovi's thing. I'm just so happy for her. I'm happy for her. I'm happy, because every time, you know, things go better for her, it just means that, her channel just is going to soar more. She's been putting in the work. She's been putting in the work, you know, and I'm just glad that it's paying off. I mean, he was mentioned by multiple up bigger vloggers and media outlets. It's I mean, what what could be a bigger dream for a content creator on this platform? Especially because of what her specific content is around. It's around celebrity, gossip and everything. So kudos, good for her. See what you guys are saying. Oh, you were having internet issues earlier? Yeah, see, that was the other thing I was concerned about. Because I forget, I was doing something when I was on my channel on Monday and I did my live stream. I noticed on the playback that some of it was, that it would freeze. So I don't know if that was StreamYard or if it was my internet. Because not necessarily my internet, just the connection between my laptop and my internet because my laptop is wireless. You know, it used to be plugged in when I had it, closer to the router. But it's in a whole nother part of the floor plan. So no, not anymore. I'm just happy for her, you know. And I mean, we've been with the channel for a while. We've been with her channel like years, several years. We've been with her channel. Shoot, I was listening to Jovi, for a while before I decided to become a content creator. Speaking of, I think that Deacon Defense, y'all, I think that he almost has, I think he's close to being monetized again, you guys. I think he's close to his hours again. So I hope that it happens for him soon, even though he's still talking about moving his ass to Ghana. That's what he's still talking about. Oh, and he was talking about, and I didn't even know this thing. He's talking about Stevie Wonder is moving to Ghana. It's being reported. And I was like, dang, Stevie ain't said nothing on his radio station about it. You know, I'm gonna have to find out. I'm not saying it's not true, you know, because he can still he's not. I mean, he is, you know, he is involved in the running of radio station. I mean, he is a hands-on owner. He's not just an owner in, you know, name only. But what I'm saying is that if he decided that he wanted to move out of the country, he's got, you know, capable people to run the station for him. And then Stevie Wonder has enough money that if he wants to come back and forth to the United States, he can. You know, but they're saying that he's just his spirit is just um, you know, weep, you know, weeping over the situation that is going on with the racial turmoil currently on in our country. And it's just right now it's just like underlying. It's just like it's brewing. It like erupted in January and now it's back to just percolating right below the surface. But we know it's still there. We know it's still there, y'all. But I'm gonna come on camera. David, are you gonna come over here? Are you gonna come over here where mommy is? Come on. Come on over here. I don't think I have one. Really? Come sit. Because we're in the living room and we're on my phone. So let me see if I can turn my camera on and y'all can see him. So, let me see. See there, David. See, yes. We're in the living room. Okay. All righty. So I didn't know how it was gonna happen. I didn't know how it was gonna go tonight, you guys, with me getting on here on my phone. I haven't on my phone in so long. I haven't done it from my phone in a while. We've been so busy doing everything on, you know, sitting there. Right there. Oh, you guys see my knees. So anyway, I'm getting ready to get off of here. Yeah, I have a throw. I have red throw over, you know, my legs. Y'all know I'm an old woman. Y'all know how old women do. Our legs are always cold. But I'm gonna get out of here. I will be back on live on Friday, and I have at least one vlog upload that will be coming up in the next. It should be up by Friday, and I have a coffee talk that should be up by the weekend. But I will be back on live on Friday. I will probably, I probably will paint a little bit on Friday. I've been working on the painting, y'all. I've been working on it. Y'all will see it the next time. But until the next time, I'll be guys peace and blessings from the West Side. I will see you guys on Friday. And please, if you haven't gone and seen it, go watch RT Autism Mom Chronicles Raw 55. You will not regret it. It's only 10 minutes of your time, and it gives you some very good information about the sit-ins of 1960. And more importantly, my dad was part of that. And I talk about that in that. So you guys should want to know about that because this is a very important event. And it was college students, it was young people at that time handling this stuff. But let me get my you know, podium over here preaching to the choir. I'll see you guys on Friday. Peace. I'm out.